The Diagrams Show Me plugin is amazing. Even if you're someone that doesn't use diagrams a whole lot, I think there's a good amount of benefit that you can get from this ChatGPT plugin called Diagrams Show Me. So if you're new here, welcome. My name's Jordan Wilson, and I'm the host of Everyday AI. And this is a short AI in 5 video about our 12 days of plugins. So for the holiday seasons, we're showing you 12 different amazing ChatGPT plugins, how to use them to grow your business and grow your career as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one, which is the Diagrams Show Me plugin. And again, if you're new here, make sure to go to youreverydayai.com and sign up for that free daily newsletter and subscribe to this channel as well. So let's take a quick look and let's jump into ChatGPT. And so a couple of things. So if you don't know, you're going to need to go into plugins mode. So to do that, you need to have a ChatGPT Plus account. It's $20 a month. I have other videos on the channel that show you how to do that. So make sure you're in plugins mode. And then you also have to have the Diagrams Show Me plugin enabled. So if you don't, you can just scroll down to the plugin store, type in just diagrams. It should pop up. I already have it installed. So you'll just click install. And then when you start a new chat, you have to make sure it's enabled. So I'm going to go ahead. And what you should always do is just type into ChatGPT and essentially say, hey, how does this program work? What does this program do? Or what does this plugin do? And it'll tell you the features and the functionality of the program. ChatGPT the last day or two has been a little slow for me. So you'll see right now it's kind of timing out, which is a little bit of a bummer, but that's no big deal. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to try to refresh this and try it one more time. Oh, it just started there, but. All right, there we go. Let's try it one more time. Perfect. All right, so it's giving me a list of the features of what it can do. So as I'm waiting for that, we're going to go ahead and do an open-ended question, and we're going to get it ready. So once this is done, here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say, create a diagram that shows how large language models work. So this is obviously just tapping into GPT-4. It has, 1.8 trillion parameters. So it has the history of the internet. So you don't even need another plugin enabled to do this. You can just say, create me a diagram about anything. So whether you want to better understand something, if you need to use a diagram, maybe for a presentation or for a pitch, whatever it may be, you can just create a diagram just asking the plugin to do it. So I'm going to say at the end here, using the Diagram Show Me plugin. All right, so all I said is create a diagram that shows how large language models work using the Diagram Show Me plugin. And you'll see now it's working because it brings up the kind of plugin drop down, and you can see exactly what it's doing. Pretty cool. So there's an error generating the response. So if you don't listen to the Everyday AI show every day, let me tell you an updates. ChatGPT over the last couple of weeks has had problems scaling its server. There's been too many people over the last month using ChatGPT, so they're having some issues just running the basics. So that's why you might get a couple of generations here as we're doing this little plugin review, but it should work fine here after a second. All right, so while that's working, let me just go ahead and say what we're going to do next. All right, and it keeps timing out, unfortunately. Let's try it one more time here. And again, we're on the third. The thing is, you can always see how many iterations. It says, 3 of 3 right there. So that means it's timed out twice, and it's attempting a third time. Obviously, right before I jumped in and did this video, it worked fine on the first go, but that's why I always do them live. I don't edit these. The same thing with the Everyday AI show and podcast. We never edit it. We like to say we're the realest thing in artificial intelligence. We always show you things live so you can see exactly how they work step by step. So pretty cool. Here's this big diagram of large language models. So since it's taken a while, let me just go ahead and hit enter on this next prompt. Once it's done, and then I'll explain to you exactly what we're doing. All right, so now you'll see I'm actually calling on 2 different plugins. I have 2 different plugins enabled in this chat. I have the Web Reader plugin, which we did a 12 days of plugin review on, and the Show Me. So essentially I'm saying, using the Web Reader plugin, please access this link. And that's this link right here. So this is an episode that we did about a week ago on the ChatGPT mistake that you don't know you're making. So there's everything here. There's a little article that we wrote, as well as the complete transcript of that podcast episode. So that really brings some new functionality into what you can do with this diagramming plugin, because you can bring in outside links, PDFs, whatever it is, and create different types of diagrams based on those things. So that's what I asked it to do. So I said, using the web reader plugin, please access this link. And then I gave it the link. And then I said, then using the diagram Show Me plugin, create a mind map that summarizes the main points of this article. So we'll scroll down and it's already done. Fantastic. So this is accurate as well. So the great things is it did a really good job of breaking down and compartmentalizing all the different things that I talked about in this episode. So you'll see it's color coded. So when I'm talking about, the future of AI in business, I talk about embracing AI models, strategic growth, and managing risk. So it's a great way to learn. So let's try one more thing. Maybe a different type of diagram. A fun one, right? I'm from Chicago. So what I'm doing here is I'm saying using the web reader plugin, please access this link. And all this link is, it's pretty basic stuff, but it just has a list of the NBA titles that the Chicago Bulls won. So all I'm saying is to use that link. There we go. And then create a timeline. And I know I keep spelling create wrong. Create a timeline of the Bulls NBA titles. So it's using the web reader plugin and it's accessing this. And I'll be able to click down and see if it accessed the information correctly, which it did. Really cool. And our timeline is already done. Pretty cool. So if you're a visual learner, this is great, right? To be able to have a quick little graph like this, think of maybe something that you just can't quite understand when you're reading it, or maybe you're watching a YouTube video. A lot of people are more visual learners, or maybe you need a graphic like this or something for a school project that you're working on, a pitch, a presentation, whatever it may be. So this is a great way to do it. And you can also view the full screen diagram. You can edit the diagram as well. So I do believe if you want to save it and come back to it later, you need to sign up for a free account. But you can go and let's just say, I want to change this to 4 to 3. And you'll see down here, it's going to change. So in real time, and then I can save it. So pretty cool. So I hope this was helpful. If so, as a reminder, please go to youreverydayai.com, sign up for that free daily newsletter, and I hope to see you back for not just more everyday AI, but please join us again for more of our 12 days of plugins. Thanks, y'all.